before that, we had
yeah.
another incredible experience when
oh yes,
I
yes.
was there was one day that she went in circles and that she fell, and I saw it from my kitchen window, and I saw her fall down, and I wanted to go out and help her, but I got the picture or the like
Message.
a command. It was, no, you don't move, you stay and you just look. And I was, I was not supposed to help. I was to watch what will happen. And this was incredible, difficult, but I did. And well, then she got up again, and she shook her head, and I thought, okay, it looks kind of okay again, and then the whole herd was gone, and they went down to the grass. And then I went out and started cleaning the stable, and all of a sudden I got a message from Anjii, and this message said, so hurry up and run down to the horses. Tessa is in extreme pain, and you have to run down quickly. She's going to die. I ran down as fast as I could, and I found her on the grass, and she was kind of very weird. As she had a weird eye position, I could see the white of her eyes, and she again was shaking her head. Yeah, and then I asked Anjii what I should do, and well, she said,
I sent a mean message.
I
sent a mean message.
Well, she said, you don't ask me what to do. You're a Reiki master. You know what you're supposed to do. And well, she didn't want it to be touched, but she wanted me to hold my hands above her face, and especially on, I don't know which side it was, one side above her eye. And then Anjii led me and told me that there must be some blood clot behind her eye, and that when I hold my hand there, that I can relieve the pain, and that the blood can flood again. And it was you who experienced this pain within yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. So the story from my side was, I was just doing my day here, and the embassy girls were here, and I was walking through the house. We were going somewhere, and I was walking through, and I suddenly just got hit with this massive pain behind my left eye. And I'm like, oh, like it stopped me in my tracks. And I'm like, oh, what is that? And it felt like, you know, I thought I was having like a brain aneurysm or something. Like it was really, and then I'm standing there and I'm going, oh, hang on, is that my pain? Or no, that's not my pain. So when you feel pain, it's like a pain, but it's not a pain. There's a separation. And the only way I can describe it is like having a piece of plastic between you and the pain. So you can differentiate between it being yours and not yours. And I don't know if you've ever felt that with, you know, people or your children, that you sort of get a sense of pain within you, and that's what's wrong with your child. But that's what I had. And so then I'm standing there, and I'm sort of gripping the table, and I was like, okay, so who is it? Who is it? And then Tessa's head slammed into me, like, and I just called out to Joanna. I said, Joanna, get the phone quickly. Contact Renata. I want you to send a message to tell her it's urgent. Get down to the fields. She's down in the fields. It's Tessa. Something seriously wrong with her. And I could feel it. And then Renata, of course, ran straight down to the fields. And when she got there and she's messaging me, you know, what do I do? I firmly heard, Tessa say to me, tell her, you're a Reiki master, do what you've got to do. So I'm like, relay the message as it is. And so I sent that. And Tessa was showing me, it was like a download, and she was showing me that this whole thing has been created because we don't have time for Renata to doubt herself anymore. And what happens is when people are healers, you know, they think, oh, am I crazy? Am I fake? Am I pretending? It's like, it doesn't feel like, am I? And they were just done with that. And so this whole scenario was created by this horse in the realms or whoever it works with to kick Renata into thing and go, you're a healer, do it. Sorry, just lost my life. It's probably Tessa. Kick.
Yeah, because it all made sense then. That first I was not allowed to go down and help when she first fell, but then I had to run down and do this work and this healing session on her. Yeah.
And so, you know, if you just like, if you've heard nothing else tonight, if you take that little tiny scenario and you think, so a horse, right, clearly has a clear view of what we're doing and who she is and what her training's been for the last 2 years and what she should be doing and what she's not doing. And that horse has made a plan with God knows who to put this thing in play, right? Right, I'll take a fall, bit of an aneurysm, get down there. You know what? Make a run down the field. Don't do it up in the stables. Make a run, and put this whole thing to teach Renata about the courage that she has inside and about the healer that she is. That to me, in itself, is mind blowing, right? And you know, just a phenomenal story. It took you about half an hour, and the eye went down and it eased, and she went back to eating, didn't she? So she didn't need any vets or anything from that. But it was, you know, so I had that on the other side of the world that was happening real time there in the paddock. So yeah, these are phenomenal stories.
Anjii, we have a question from Manuela. When would you like to answer it? Now? Shall we?
Well, should we finish our Tessa story? You're okay with that, Manuela? So if we just, because we're sort of nearly there. So Tessa still works with us. But one thing I'm ready to share with people is Tessa's experience of dying. Now, we all have it, you know, I have a lot to do with terminal people and dying people and, you know, NDE experiences and things like that. But I want to share with you the most incredible thing that has ever happened to me in my life, beyond anything else, is this horse allowed me to experience her dying from her point of view. And I just think it's something we can all learn from and understand from. And, you know, if you're all comfortable with that, I'd love to share that with you before we continue on. You all okay with that? Okay. All right, cool. So on the day of Tessa,
Thanks for listening. Anjii is available for clinical hypnotherapy specializing in PTSD, trauma release, and active living and regression therapy via Zoom. To book or find out more about online workshops, you can contact her at anjieb@gmail.com or visit her Facebook page and YouTube channel.